The village rests quietly, wrapped in warmth and color. Flowers spill over stone and clay.
She walks slowly across the sunlit yard, holding the turkey close, as if it belongs to her rhythm.
Inside the old earthen house, time moves even slower.
She scatters the feed, like a habit her hands remember on their own.
She pauses in front of the coop, checking, observing, just like every day. Not much changes. Inside, the scent of dry straw and warmth fills the air. She walks slowly. She carries the basket with both hands, her khatawat steady beneath the weight. The sun presses down on everything, but she keeps moving, like she always does.
He walks against the slope, carrying more than just the weight on his back. Every step is effort. He gathers what the al-ard gives, careful, deliberate, even the smallest losses. He lifts the weight higher, higher than his strength would prefer. But this is how things move forward here, by hands. He ties each knot slowly, making sure nothing will fall away. Out here, what you carry. He walks beside the wall, guiding what he carries across the land. The load is heavy.
She works with steady hands, preparing what the day has given. The warmth of water rises into the air.
She cuts carefully, each movement precise, practiced. There is no hesitation here, only knowledge passed through hands that have done this before. Inside the kitchen, the air is warmer, heavier. She moves without thinking, guided by rhythm, not instruction.
She places it into the fire, where raw becomes ready. The flames take over now.
He lays them out one by one, as if order could add to their worth. Each piece placed with care, each move.
In the market, value is measured in small balances. Weight against weight, effort against need.
He counts what he has earned, not quickly but with attention. Every note holds a piece of the journey. Every small gain, a quiet victory. He moves again, guiding what remains through the crowd. The market does not stop, and neither does he. He holds the bag open and receives what the day returns to him. It is not much, but he lifts the empty sack, lighter than before. What he carried is gone now, turned into something unseen but necessary.
He gives water before he rests, because not everything that works beside him can speak its need.
The village waits, just as it always has.
Between dust and color, between effort and rest.
She brings it out of the fire, where time and heat have done their work. What was raw is now ready.
And she cuts the vegetables the same way she has done before. Simple movements, repeated, refined, until they become something.
He stands still for a moment, not because the world has stopped, but because he must gather himself before moving again.
Out here, there are no crowds, no noise, only distance, and the quiet understanding between two travelers.
Inside, she prepares the meal, not in haste but with intention. Every movement carries a quiet memory of care.
Night falls, but the journey does not end. He walks through the dark, guided not by light alone, but by the place waiting for him. And in the end, he does not return to silence, but to warmth, to food shared, to hands that... He eats slowly, not because there is little, but because each bite carries the weight of the day. He brings the light with him into a space that asks for nothing except his presence.
And finally, he allows himself to stop. Not to think, not to plan, just to be.
Nearby, she tends to the small light, the one that keeps the night from feeling too heavy. And when morning comes, life does not begin again. It simply continues.
She begins the day by waking her body, aram, not with urgency, but with breath. In the open space, she claims her place, not loudly, but fully.
Life does not always move gently. Sometimes it rushes, loud, wild, unstoppable.
Keep moving. Gentle now. That's it. Follow the light. When the movement passes, what remains is stillness. And in that stillness,
He walks where the ground does not forgive, every step measured, every movement earned.
when the land softens, he does not rush. Even ease must be crossed with care. Keep going. We're almost there. Responsibility has its own silence.
She bends, not because she is weak, but because the weight demands it.
And elsewhere, she carries her own burden, not seen from afar, but just as heavy. Nothing here is wasted. Even the smallest remnants are worth carrying.
She carries more than the eye can see, not just weight, but the quiet responsibility of survival.
Somewhere, the world overflows with abundance, untouched and unaware.
He takes only what the ard offers, with hands that know patience.
The road is long, but it remembers every step he has taken. Even in hardship, he does not eat alone. The wind tests him, but he does not turn back.
And far from the road, she carries a different kind of labor, just as heavy, just as unseen. She lifts the weight of the day before the day has even begun. The ground resists her, but she continues, stroke after stroke. What little she has, she gives back to life. From heat, from smoke, she turns effort into nourishment. And in the end, her hands create what keeps them alive. She bends close to the earth, shaping warmth from what was once alive. Inside her, another life listens, waits, grows.
Around her, others carry their own quiet burdens.
Even in weariness, she prepares a place for everyone.
And when the day asks for more, she rises and gives again.
The earth resists at first, but patient hands know how to ask, not force. Not all closeness is measured in steps. Sometimes it lives quietly in watching.
She carries more than life, she carries the future, and still stands.